Good morning, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. Thank you so much for meeting us today. My name is Chan Dong Sen, and this is my classmate and teammate Yap Li Fang. We are a journalism student from Xiamen University Malaysia, and this interview is part of a future we are producing on national leadership and governance. We will focus on the current administration under Prime Minister Seri Anwar Ibrahim. And it's real honor to speak with you, Tun. You have been active in Malaysian politics since independence, served as Prime Minister for many years, and you are still involved in politics today. And also, Tun, happy belated 100 years old birthday. It's very special for us to speak with you and meet with you, in this important year. So, Tun, can we start our interview now?
Okay.
Tun, in your view, has Prime Minister Seri Anwar Ibrahim Unity Government delivered on its reform promise to the people during its 2.5 years in power?
Well, what I noticed is that before he was Prime Minister, he made a lot of promises, good promises. He wants to be more liberal, he wants to have a more open system, and he is much opposed to detention without trial and the like. But now we are seeing just the opposite of what he promised. For example, before we could talk about anything and we could debate in Parliament, but now you cannot talk about 3R. But 3R is important. It's about race, religion and all that. Why cannot we talk about these matters which affect us? Then anything that happens, we are told that don't politicize this, don't talk about this. I mean, when we are not happy with things, we want to explain to the government why we are not happy. But he is against that. And he is taking action against anybody who is not supportive of him. You see, if you support him, you can even the charges in the court can be dropped if you support him. But if you don't support him, and if you have done nothing wrong, people are being subjected to investigation, accusations, and a lot of action was taken contrary to what he promised.
Thank you, Tun. Tun, you have previously said that the Malays are being left behind. Do you think this situation has improved under Seri Anwar Ibrahim? If you were still the Prime Minister, how would you address these issues differently?
No, the situation has not improved under him. He's not doing anything about that. He's not helping the Malays to catch up with the others. And I think whatever progress that we made before has now been negated. He's not improving things, he's making things worse. There is still the need for action to be taken to help the Malays catch up with the non-Malays. But he is not doing it.
I see, Tun. Some critics argue that Seri Anwar Ibrahim administration has used government power to silence dissent, and while others believe the government is handling criticism fairly. So, Tun, what is your perspective on how critics have been treated?
Well, it is quite obvious that he is using, or rather abusing, government authority to silence his critics. We can't talk about anything. Even in Parliament, where Parliament is there to enable people to speak up, even on issues that cannot be spoken outside Parliament. But when members of Parliament speak up, they are actually suspended for 6 months. They cannot go to Parliament even. So there is no freedom. Freedom of speech is not there. And people fear that if you say anything, the police will question you.
So it's like go back to the Najib Razak era like that.
Yeah, it different, but it is oppressive.
Understood, Tun. Tun, as a leader of Defend the Judiciary Secretariat, your group recently asked Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim to resign after concerns about judicial appointment, especially after Chief Justice Tun Dr. retirement. So was these issues the main reason? Tun, do you think the judiciary is still independent under current administration?
The situation is that he has a case to answer in court. And if he is judged by a judge who was selected by him, there is some conflict of interest. You see, the judge owes him an obligation because the judge was chosen by him and he has to face the judge for his case. So that is why people were very much against his choosing the candidates for the courts. That it should not be by him because he has a case. Other prime ministers also get involved in determining the name to be submitted to the Agong. The other prime ministers did not have to face the court. There was no case against them. But here he has a case against them and he is going to choose the judge to judge his case. There is a conflict of interest there.
So thank you for sharing that, Tun. In your opinion, how does Anwar's government balance politics and the need to make real changes in important areas like education, the economy, and fighting corruption?
Well, there are many things that are still not good at this moment. The education policy was good maybe 50 years ago, but now things have changed. The education policy also needs to be changed, but there is no sign that is meeting the need to change the education policy. Then there are other policies also that needs to be revived or studied in order to find whether they are in keeping with what is happening around us. So he is always making a statement about how the government should function, but we don't see anything coming out of his statement.
Emphasize your view, Tun. So Tun, I still remember that you joined the protest on July of 26. Can you share why you decided to take part and what message you want to send to the public?
No, generally people are not happy. Yes, there are figures like export figures and all that which may be good. But on the ground, many people, poor people in particular, are suffering.
I'm feeling that, yeah.
Are suffering because some people don't have food to eat. Some people do not know how to feed their families. So people have come to the stage where they commit suicide. Or sometimes they do wrong things because they are under pressure. But he is not helping them at all. And then taxes are increased, although not directly affecting the poor people, but indirectly the taxes will affect the poor people because the taxes will increase the cost of living and the poor people are already unable to deal with the high cost of living, but with the taxes, the high cost of living would be higher. So people are actually suffering.
So have so many tax.
And because of the tax, because of government policy, because of withdrawal of subsidies and things like that.
Okay, Tun. Former Prime Minister Datuk Seri Najib Razak received a royal pardon last year that reduced his sentence and recently was granted a DNA in the SRC money laundering case. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Ahmad Zahid Hamidi also received a DNA in 2023. And our Prime Minister Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim said that the Pardons Board and the King made this decision on their own without government getting involved. So Tun, what do you think about how this affects people's trust in the law and fairness?
The king is not independent on matters like pardons. The king must abide by the decision of the pardons board. There is a sitting of the pardons board, and the pardons board decide, and the king preside over the pardons board. And the idea is that the decision of the king is made through the pardons board. So the king cannot on his own make a decision without getting the pardon board to support or approve the decision. So this is something with regard to the law of the country. I think we have to abide by the constitution, the rule of law. If we have a rule of law, if we have laws and we don't go according to the laws, then of course there is no rule of law. And there is no rule of law means a lot of things can be done which are against
control.
Yeah. No, the government can do things that are against the law.
The time is so fast and now is the last question that I so happy can hear your opinion, Tun. So Tun, many political analysts say Malaysia has problems like more debt. Like just now you also have said that some problem like more debt, high cost for help to people and slow changes. Some say political deals make it harder to manage a country and weaken important system. With this in mind, this question I also want to ask, Tun, how do you see Malaysia in 5 or 10 years? If you was the Prime Minister again, what would you do differently?
Well, if the same kind of government or this government continues, of course the situation will be very bad. For example, we fix on Vision 2020. By 2020, we should have become a developed country. But because they don't follow the strategy, the planning and all that, we fail to achieve Vision 2020. Now we have fixed it at 2030. But 2030 also will not be achieved if the government does not know how to develop the country. And what we can see today is that the government is not capable of introducing policies and strategies so that Malaysia will grow and become a developed country by 2030.
Tun, thank you so much for your time and your opinion today. It's truly mean a lot to us and we are very, very honored to speak with you. So I just need to say again, happy belated 100 years old birthday, Tun. We wish you and your wife Tun Dr. Siti Asma can continue healthy and happiness every day.
So
that's I need to say. Thank you. Terima kasih, Tun.
Sama.
Thank you. This I want to give you to sign in. Okay, this book is so many years my father buy it.
What is this book?
It's the English name I forgot. I still remember we shared hand in a Penang Leadership Foundation. Yeah.
When was this?
This year, Penang Leadership Foundation. That time is 10 March this year.
You want me to sign this?
Here, in here, Tun.
See.
Yeah. Okay, so, and this is our General Mata. It's a cup.
General Mata.
Yeah, the cup. Inside have our photo there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. Still healthy. You are the Negara one.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope I can meet with you next time. Okay.
Hopefully.
And we also visit you, invite you can come to the Xiamen University Malaysia. Xiamen University Malaysia in Salatiga, Selangor, and so beautiful.
Oh,
so we invite you next time if you have time. Okay, you can come to our university.
I see.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
Cheers.